and we'll ping the 10 billion servers. All right, we're live. Yay! Let me grab, and somebody's already here before the stream even technically exists. That's impressive.
That is impressive.
That's how it goes.
Just spam refreshing. Okay. All right. It says I'm live on my end. And okay. Nuclear's first. Godzilla, and welcome in. Let me madly, Vividen, I'll let you guys ping your servers. Let me harass mine. You're live.
Goji guy.
And send.
Goji guy.
Hello, everybody. All right. Most of you guys here, I mean, you guys know who these people are, but you guys feel free to introduce yourselves in case I have like one or two fans that have no idea for whatever reason.
Let's go with our senior member here, Vividen. You go ahead.
Calling me a senior member.
You're
Man,
a
you make me feel
of the
old.
group, yes.
I guess so. Hey guys, I'm the Vividen. I like dinosaurs. I work with paleontologists. I talk about dinosaurs, cover new specimens, things like that, survival situations, a little bit of animal battles, just kind of a little bit of everything. I've had the channel for about 10 years now.
Dang.
So I'm just here. Yeah, I'm just here to hang out.
There we go. Second Unk.
Unk number 2 here, madly Mesozoic. I've got a similar premise to Vividen there, just mine is actually talking to scientists and stuff. I'm just a guy.
Beavers.
I'm a fraud. Beavers, yeah, beavers.
Beavers. So why so many unks in the stream? I don't know. It's this thing called aging. You guys should like probably stop doing that. You guys are getting kind of old.
Yeah, well, you're getting
Probably
close to
get you,
retirement
man.
yourself there, pal.
you gotta-
18
No.
years old, your life's over, kid.
No. I could get my will written up. But yeah, hello everybody. I think it was last week. Yeah, it was last week where it was me and Madly, and we got Vividen. We're gonna get Overseer, but right now I want to hold on. What time is it for him? If he pops in, I'd be down to get him here. I think
Yeah,
it's
that'd be
probably- my
awesome.
guess is like probably like 6 a.m. Somebody's in Australia. 7:03
trilogy.
7:03 a.m. So he's probably eating breakfast. So
I feel like every conversation is always elevated by the addition of an Australian accent. So
yeah, so like
Absolutely.
Overseer, if you're watching, come on in. But yeah, we have questions and whatnot, and we'll just be talking about stuff. Vividen, you recently had a pretty big accomplishment. If you want to talk to the chat about that while I pull up all the questions.
yeah, we just crossed 100,000 subscribers yesterday. So
Let's
we're pretty
go.
happy about
Yes,
that.
sir.
My goal was to
stuff.
cross it by the end of 2025, and we made it just over halfway through. So very pleasantly surprised by the growth that's been happening this year. So
Nice.
Congrats.
I'm sure there's at least
congrats.
a couple of you that are subscribed. So thank you for helping me get to that milestone. Y'all are awesome.
If you get your play button, let YouTube know that I still haven't gotten mine. And
Really?
yep.
That is injustice.
A little bit overdue.
Let's put up a
Yeah,
big stink on
seriously.
Twitter.
Yeah, I don't have Twitter.
the
I've been considering just getting it, just be like, hey, I want my metal plaque. Where is it?
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube's got to get it together, man. That's way
Yeah.
overdue.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I've been checking my emails. I remember when I hit 100K, I was like checking like every hour on the hour, but nothing. And I've sent them because I know there's like you have to like fill out a request. Never gotten anything back, so I don't know. Maybe someday, hopefully. Anyways, we have questions from the post. So let me see. Somebody, of course, we're gonna get asked this. Vividen, please correct me if I'm wrong. You haven't made like a hybrid yet, yeah? Like video?
No, not yet.
Okay.
All my hybrid stuff has gone into our triple threat collab with the Kawashni trilogy. So none of it's public
Yes.
yet.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody, of course, asked. You know, we got this last time. Vividen, have you seen the Reiner video?
I haven't actually. I still need to check it out. It
All
looks
right.
awesome though.
So
Ooh.
between just you're gonna be the decider. Just between on their looks because that's important. Somebody asked who would win, Reiner or Samson? Elephant
Oh
versus
no.
Lusovicia.
Oh no. Just based on looking at them? Shoot, okay. This is hard because I have a little bit of a bias already towards Samson since I've seen that video.
Of course, of course.
Bugs.
Don't be afraid to go with your gut feeling.
Okay. Okay, I'm looking at the thumbnail right now, comparing the two of them. Just based off of okay, I have a question though. So in the thumbnail, are those two scaled to each other? Like, is that their actual relative size?
Don't think
more or
so.
less, yeah, kind of. Yeah, Ryan probably be a
If
little bit
that's
smaller, or Samson be a little bit larger, but
okay.
Ryan's a pretty
If
big guy.
that's the case, I'm probably gonna go with Samson. I feel like he's just got a little bit too much of a mass advantage.
All good. Just wanted to go ahead and get that question.
Naturally.
But I love Reiner. He's super cool.
He likes bugs.
I love the Dinosaur aesthetic, but he also kind of looks like a woolly ceratopsian Ghost Rider Satan thing, which is great. So
He's
I
very,
love
he's very
them both.
polite. He looks. I say in the video, he looks like a hellspawn, but he's very. He here, I'll give you slight spoilers. He rolls in mud, sinks. He can't swim. He just sits in the water, and dig burrows. So he's
Love that so much.
he's a simple guy. He's a simple guy. Someone said looks like Santa.
Yeah, he does. He does
Yeah.
kind of look like Santa.
So, to anybody in chat, if you guys have any questions to either Madly or Vividen, ask it in chat. Just make sure you say who to who. Let's see. Do you think there'll be a big budget dinosaur movie? Ooh, that's a good question. Do you think there'll ever be a big budget dinosaur movie that'll outright be a Jurassic World / Jurassic Park killer? I wouldn't say for a while. I feel like once the Jurassic franchise starts to kind of die down, probably in the next 20 years, I feel like someone could easily step up and take it. But what do you guys think?
I mean, Primitive War wasn't really super high budget, but it was really good.
Vividen, thoughts?
Yeah, I think the niche is absolutely open for exploitation. Like a lot of people in the general audience are just aware of the Jurassic movies because that's what they grew up with, not necessarily because of the quality, but because that's all that people have really tried to do.
Yeah.
I think that if somebody really put in the effort and time and had like a high budget version of a Primitive War kind of thing, almost, it probably could do it. 65 was in a position where it could have, but they just put almost no effort into it, and it totally bombed. So
The
I
bag
think
was
Primitive
fumbled
War
on that one.
is a very good step in the right direction.
All right. We got 2 donations. One from I don't know how to say the name quite as well as you do, Madly. Wadiak?
Water yak.
Wateryak. All 3 of you guys. What's your favorite extinct mammal? Are dodos mammals? I don't imagine they are they?
That's a
No,
bird.
No,
they're
okay,
birds,
just
yeah.
making sure. In
That's a
that case,
dinosaur.
yeah, I'm just making sure. Sloths, the big sloths, they're hilarious. I love the big sloths. Really, any of them.
I'm gonna say good old woolly mammoth. Can't beat that.
It's an absolute classic. I think for me, it might have to be like raptorial sperm whales, kind of like the Leviathan. Excuse me, Leviathan aesthetic. I just think.
Did we get a cutout?
Did he croak just now? What happened? Vividen? He's not that old. Vividen!
Big mammoth is trying to silence him.
I'm back. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just gonna say raptorial whales like Leviathan. I think just the way that their tooth pattern is arranged is incredibly aesthetically awesome.
There you go. What do you think for that?
I like a
We
good
also
old
got
Durodon.
20 from Fluffy. Hi, Fluffy here. For Vividen, how do you feel about people like Harris? I don't know how I think you know who that is. Who react to
who
your
this is.
videos and completely not listen to what you say and nitpick. Also, have you seen they made a parody that's basically a slander? Putting you on the spot.
Okay, that's quite a loaded question. I actually welcome it. I think that having detractors is a great way for people to start talking about your stuff, especially if the criticisms are like obviously nonsense. Um, it kind of just
Go off.
brings more attention to the things that I make, and then people, will go and watch it for themselves and realize like, oh, a bunch of the criticisms leveled to this are actually just kind of coming out of nowhere. So
Yeah.
I welcome it. I think it's great. It's just more publicity.
Harris, if you're watching, the Reiner 2.0 when people get off the ground, don't put its legs out. There's a reason Lisa Vici had his legs underneath because it was too heavy to have it on the side.
Yeah, that one was a little confusing to me.
Yeah.
And then the
Oh, that's-
justification for it was ceratopsian, I think.
in the horse muscles, I was like,
I don't think.
it's
Yeah,
still gonna be stuck on the ground.
I don't think. Well, Vivid and you would know. Did ceratopsians have like a sprawling gait, or is it
it was
not
pretty
that?
columnar.
Yeah,
That's a word I don't
thought
know.
so.
Yeah, so that
That's
just means their
okay.
legs were like columns. They went like
Yeah.
straight underneath.
Yeah. So like Lysivicia already is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like they're really the only Dysana that had their legs like that. The rest were more out
Yeah.
because they didn't. They
Other
weren't nearly
than
as large.
their size, that was like the one thing that made them unique.
Yeah. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I mean, like if you try to have
biomechanical.
that sprawled out, I can't English here, but with their legs out like that, it just wouldn't be able to get up properly.
Yeah, your shoulders would not be in good shape.
Mm-mm.
They'd just be sitting ducks for all the pseudosukins in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purge by Fire donated 10. My question was, geez, curiosity. Why did it feel like Samson got so much constant ribbing? Honestly, find it cool.
Ripping?
Let me just copy paste what he said because I have no idea what that means. Let me just copy this and put it into our little chat here. Hey, what's up, Cappy? That.
Someone define ribbing for me.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Ribbing
like
Urban
like,
Dictionary.
If you're getting ribbed, it's like you're getting made fun of.
Oh.
Oh, I mean, I don't think Samson got any more than everyone else did.
You should have seen
That's what I was
Vex.
gonna say too.
Yeah, there are a lot of Vex haters out there.
Yeah, they don't like the fish for whatever reason.
I think it's a lot of cope.
Yeah, fish with clear fins and makes funny noise. Stay mad. Yeah, no, it was so weird when I made Vex because like the original, hybrid war with Hank and whatnot. People like somebody made something to beat Hank, and then somebody made something to beat that, and then so on and so forth. Like people like challenge each other, right? It was a whole web. Vex, it was just like a single file line of people not liking her and specifically targeted. I didn't see a single person be like, I'm challenging this person's water hybrid. I was like, no, today I'm gonna blow up Vex with dynamite. I was like, what? So it was odd. I don't know why Vex. And same, even with Reiner now, like people have been like making stuff to challenge him, and then people make stuff to challenge those. Something about the fish. People just don't like the fish for whatever reason. I mean, I'm not a fan of seafood, but I don't get
I think people have just gotten way too tribal with it in general.
Yeah,
Taking it
I
way
think we
too
covered that a lot.
seriously.
The last one, yeah, people just take it like it's a attack on their, ego if you don't think your
Yeah.
hybrid's perfect.
If there's
They
anything
still
we've
think
learned
you
about
and
the internet.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if there's anything we've learned about the internet, it's that people enjoy taking themselves too seriously.
Yeah.
This is true.
I mean, Madly covered in the last room. It's like, if you're going to take it super seriously, it's like no hybrids would exist. The realism stops when you're saying, hey, let's extract Tylosaur DNA out of bone that's, been nothing for millions of years and combine it with glassfish DNA. It's like, that's not how that works. I don't think within the next couple 100 years we'll be anywhere near that. But if somebody a couple 100 years from now corrects me and is like, oh, well, I actually did that, and Vex wasn't the outcome, it's like, too bad, I'm dead, so I was right up till my death. So yeah, I can't prove
It's
me
no
wrong.
skin off your back.
Yeah, it's odd, but other than that, though, it is. Besides like the people that take it way too serious, it is definitely really fun though. I love seeing a lot of the younger audience really showing off their passion for dinosaurs and extinct animals in general, and their art skills and whatnot. That's always really nice to see. So Because I know, like,
It's
Jurassic
so
World,
cute.
like, there are people that are paleontologists now because of Jurassic World, right? I'm not claiming that hybrid war isn't nearly as big as Jurassic World, but like, there's probably like maybe like 1 or 2 people that will get into paleontology because of the hybrid war shenanigans. So
Maybe,
just a thought of
yeah.
that is I find really cool. Let's see. Someone said, "What are your thoughts on arthropod hybrids?" I have no thoughts on that. If you guys have any,
I like bugs.
I haven't made any.
I like bugs
Bug.
as well. I think arthropod hybrids are actually awesome. It's a lot harder to make them work on a big scale, just because of oxygen exchange issues and then the biomechanical issues of exoskeletons. But
Yeah,
I
I was
think
about
they're
to say.
incredibly.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, Connor, he was like, "Dude, what if I just made like a giant beetle or a giant ant, like the size of an elephant?" I'm like, there's a reason ants work at their size. An exoskeleton at the size of an elephant would not work.
No.
But yeah,
Speaking of big beetles,
yeah, you can make them relatively large. Yeah, with your beetle, as you're mentioning.
I got my Reiner Orbis Pagona beetle crossover art I made. I'm gonna show them that. That'd be cool.
Bug. Here's
There you
Reiner's
go.
little. This is Reiner's equivalent of a Minecraft dog. He's gonna follow him everywhere, hang out with him.
True.
Have you? I haven't seen a video. If you've made a video on this, like, what's the? Does he have any like special sort of ability with that big claw on his head?
It's just a really big Hercules beetle
Mhm.
that eats grass.
All right.
This is probably like as plausibly big as any type of bug could ever get. Probably pushing it, honestly.
Yeah. Follow Boy donated
I also
5.
don't know how big Reiner is.
Huh?
I also don't know how big Reiner
Oh,
is, so I just kind of
he's
slapped
like
him together.
15 feet, like the top of like his like hump, like on his like the bison vertebrae mutation thing. His
Okay.
horns you get a little bit higher if he's just sitting like straight forward, but probably like only like 15 feet and 5 inches or something. Follow up with the $5. Hi, Goji Guy. Can any Jurassic World alive hybrids beat any of your hybrids? I'd imagine really any of them, just because it's a fictional dinosaur running off of fictional, laws versus something that's more bound to realism, So I would probably assume the majority. I mean, unless like it's just like a raptor but slightly faster, no. But like if it's one like the giant ones, then yeah, it would tear Reiner to bits just because it's a fictional world. Fluffy Dino for Goji. Will there be another hybrid war? The whole thing, I keep getting a lot of those questions. Just like the hybrid war is just more or less like there's of course Goji Center's specific one, right? But anybody can make an animal. You can do it in like 20 years from now if you wanted to. It's just really whenever. I mean, I'm not planning to make any other because I feel like the majority have been covered, right? Sky. It's probably somebody doing like a bug one. Land, water. I have
Yeah.
a funny idea planned that kind of starts a new one, but I'm not gonna spoil too much on that yet. I think I've told you madly. But Vivid, I'll tell you after stream. But no, there's not. I mean, is there any other place? I mean, maybe like caves, like I don't know, bioluminescent algae war.
The
But
blind hybrid war.
yeah, the stinky hybrid. I don't think we've told Vividen about that, have we?
Stinky hybrid.
No. We've like jokingly talked about like making a sensory overload hybrid where it's like okay, stink like from like a skunk and like the Duran fruit, whatever it's
Durian
called. Durian, yep. And just like overload the senses, right? Make it insanely bright, give it bioluminescence, smells super bad, tastes super bad if you bite into it. Like literally just like
super loud.
yeah. We've joked like making
That's
that for like
hilarious.
a competitor against Indom, and then we've joked like go to center. Well, Indom 2.0 actually can't smell, so it's just yeah, just the stink hybrid. If somebody wants to do that in the chat, go for it. We'd love to see a stink hybrid war. Who can make the absolute most foul smelling hybrid? Person Fire with $5. Thank you for answering. Hybrid question: would you or any of you make a video where you make hybrids have a food chain in ecology? That's not really my area of expertise. I feel like they'd be more towards you guys there.
I've got a little idea brewing for a hybrid. Recently in my beaver video, I came across a species called Desmatodon, which is, I guess, the first fully herbivorous vertebrate. to ever exist, as far as we know. And I made a joke out of like the Wikipedia page having a picture of a plant on it instead of like the actual jawbone fragments that are out there. So then I started thinking, well, what if I make a hybrid to bring more attention to like lesser known species in the fossil record?
Yeah, that was essentially
And
Reiner with Lisa.
I'm gonna try and make something with Desmatodon as the base that is just like its sole purpose is to spread across the world and inhabit like every known ecosystem possible, like be semi-aquatic, semi-arboreal, and just try and be like the Lystrosaurus of hybrids, essentially.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything planned, Vividen?
I don't know. I think all of my hybrid thoughts have gone into this Kawashni trilogy thing we're setting up. So
All
I
right.
think depending on how that does, I might end up doing some more stuff. But it remains to be seen.
I think I can say for that with confidence if Overseer is ready to upload it. I think we're ready to upload that first episode on his channel next weekend.
Oh,
Awesome.
really?
Yeah,
That's huge.
Yeah,
it's just about wrapped up.
massive.
Okay, I need to get my button gear on the second script then. I still haven't finished that.
So we done it with
Yeah,
the
take your time.
5 non-inbred full-grown V-Rex versus Jurassic World Universe. Who wins? I go the V-Rex. I mean, it's asking 2005 Kong versus that verse, and because I know in like the novel or like prequel novel before the film, because all the ones in film are all inbred and like a lot weaker than the normal one, and the reason Kong's jaw is so messed up is because he fought a normal V-Rex that wasn't inbred, and it was like a 50-50 battle. So I'd probably go the V-Rex. I just feel like it'd be more vicious and a lot stronger.
I'm inclined to side with the V-Rex as well, especially if it's fully grown
Yeah.
and doesn't have the genetic deficiencies.
I do like a good V-Rex.
V-Rexes are awesome. Green turret's here. Wait.
Happy
until-
birthday, Green Turret. Today is Green Turret's birthday. Everybody say happy birthday, Green Turret.
Happy birthday, Green Turret. Wait until my unholy hybrid union of Sid the Sloth and T-Rex is created. Lovely. Can't wait. There they all go. Looking back at the post, somebody said for Vividen, will you have your own big back hybrid like the other two, like Samson and Reiner?
I mean, I've got my Kawashni hybrid done, so I think that's probably the most similar. But
It's a pretty
I'd be
big
open
fella.
to maybe making another one. It would probably end up being pretty close to that one, though. I mean, I kind of just made the hybrid that I wanted to make, fitting it within the rules that the Kawashni gave us. So
We'll have a big back coalition. You can make it
Yep,
in if
yeah,
if the video is really well, you can make an entire cinematic universe. The aliens send down some giant alien, and then Samson, Reiner, and whatever Vividen's big back dinosaur is,
Yeah.
they combat it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Yes, that'd be peak.
I guess
For Madly, would you ever consider putting big cats or wild dogs like wolves or African wild dogs? That's all the question says. I'm assuming they're saying into a hybrid.
No, I think they're talking about my assessing survival series.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah, I've wanted to do those, but originally I was going to do wolves in the Triassic, but I ended up doing hyenas because I thought that would be more interesting to think about.
Hmm.
But yeah, someday I've got cooler ideas to be concepted first.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely it's possible.
Let's see. Someone just asked if Reiner could jump. I really doubt it. He weighs a lot, 12 tons, so be a bit iffy. Someone said which hybrid has a best design? If I had to pick any that aren't our own, I don't know. Madly, do you have any off the top of your head?
I think Zane Reborn's Maddie is the simplest, but
Hmm.
the coolest. Because it just kind of looks like a big bird, but there's little subtle things that make it stand out.
Vividen, you got any?
This might be a little basic, but I honestly really liked Vex's design.
Yes! Vex
I thought it was really
appreciation!
cool. It's so sleek. It was just like a mosasaur, basically, or like a Himalayasaurus kind of creature. And I'm a sucker for big marine reptiles, so I thought
Yeah.
that was awesome.
I'd probably go with Pharaoh Pelta from the hybrid in top 16. I like that guy. Big, super colorful ankylosaur.
Yeah,
I
that's a
like
good
it.
one.
Also, Gilgamesh is hype. Epic donated 5. Lesser, Anteater, Skunk, Wolverine, and Mink. What do you think? I think that's supposed to be their stink hybrid. Skunk.
That's
That's quite a stinky guy.
that is one. That
How
is
many
a mammal.
farts out of Gigapoops would you rate that?
I say 4 farts.
4 farts?
I was gonna say 12.
12 farts.
Oof.
All
That's
grown men,
pushing
by
it,
the way.
honestly.
Chat.
That's kind of that's counting the temperament though, because combining those 4 creatures into one animal, that it's gonna be vicious. That thing is
Ooh, question
angry.
though. Where's this stinky hybrid station? Because if he's like, like in a rainforest, the stink's gonna get outdone, right? It's gonna quickly just kind of dissipate into the wildlife. But if it's out like, somewhere drier and there's not as much, stuff to block the stink, then you could really have like a big pulse of stink around you.
The Serengeti.
Some important questions here. Sparks with 5. If you want to use tetrodotoxins in your hybrid, add monarch butterfly to the genome to keep the poison. I have no clue what that is.
Thank you. Very good idea. Thank you.
Madly, write that down. Write that down.
I'm writing it down as we speak.
What hybrid do you think is able to read? What's that one T-Rex that was like the AI smart T-Rex with the glasses? And
the fucking Trivia Rex.
Yes, dude, that one was great. I love those.
Hilarious.
That and Frank were awesome, bro. I love the Hall of Shame ones. They were so good.
Samson can definitely read. He's got to read his scripture.
Samson.
Oh yeah.
Hulk has PhD.
His leather-bound Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Everything Goody Center will finish the trilogy hybrid 2.0, Indom, Indo, and then Scorpius. Maybe I've thought about making a Scorpius 2.0 just to beat them to it. But
somebody's got to.
Somebody go make a Scorpius 2.0 video. You can get it done for Goody Center.
Capitalize on the hype.
Could Reiner read on a kindergarten level? Maybe. I mean, unlike Vex, who has like the whole backstory and like she like went through a whole bunch, Reiner just kind of spawns in and it's like, oh, cool, mud, and then just muds it. Yeah, that's about it. So I don't really know. I don't really know if Reiner would read. Maybe if Samson and Reiner hang out a lot, Samson could teach him. But Reiner has some smarter contributors, and he's got Pig, domestic pig. They're pretty smart. Bison, they're also kind of smart. So he could read to a slight extent. I don't think he would actually know what the letters mean, but I think he'd pick up like the symbols of which, right, and could understand the meanings of them. Someone said, "What
this is plausible for sure?
Paleological topic you wish more research would be put into?" Lisovicia, my goat, greatest animal of all time. Vividen, you got anything?
This might be basic, but I'm gonna say Brysukians. I think big land crocs are some of the coolest things that have ever existed.
I agree.
That's the like Fasilasuchus stuff, yeah?
Yeah, stuff like Fasilasuchus, Postasuchus, everything in that realm.
And that's what you talked about in the Skinwalker video.
Yeah.
Anybody mad that I said Skinwalker wins? He can run 100 miles an hour. I feel like that's enough of an argument to be said there. There's not many animals that are going to be able to really even keep up with him. So
there's the Wolverine like healing factor.
Yeah, there's just like, yeah, there are plenty that could actually snap his bones. And in fact, the Lisovicia, just due to its weight, snaps his arm. He like tries to like throw it and he snaps his own arm. But there's not much a lot of animals can do. Sorry. Anki the goat. Anki did put up a good fight in that Skinwalker video. The Skinwalker video is my longest one. This is a 46-minute long video. That was my phone. I'm surprised it didn't blow up editing that on my phone.
Edited that on your phone?
Yeah, until recently I've been editing on my phone the entirety of YouTube, yeah.
Dude. Holy cow, that video was massive.
The D-Rex in the Hybrid War video, that was the first one edited on PC.
That's crazy. That
Yep.
is crazy.
He's a psycho. I am. Yes.
Impressive.
You are a psycho.
It's guys, Samsung's just like that. Samsung, it got hot here and there, but it thugged it out. I will always be team Samsung.
You didn't see any sparks.
What's up?
You didn't see any sparks flying as you were editing.
Nope, not yet. Not yet. Sometimes though it did get like really, really hot. I'm like, I kind of got worried, so I just like throw it in the freezer for like 5 minutes, and then it's like, all right, cool, and then be back to normal temperature. So, were there any hybrids for? I have no idea what family that is. Hold on, or genus, or whatever the word is. Someone said, "Is any hybrids for this?" Dinosaurs?
Oh,
Is that what that is?
Trying to find the comment in the.
I put it in the
that's
chat
a
of the voice call.
ornithomimid.
Okay.
That's the duckbill one from Prehistoric Planet.
Oh yeah,
With
it's
the
probably
claws.
Dinosaurs then.
Oh, the big duck.
Yeah.
There's probably. I think I've seen one. I think I saw one hybrid like that.
Yeah, Dinosaurs. Yeah, I promise I know how to use technology.
I think I've seen one. Have you guys seen any?
I personally
haven't.
haven't, but I haven't been as involved in the hybrid scene as you guys have been.
Yeah. What hybrid pose? Someone said hybrid war versus mad cow disease. Let me.
Whoa.
What is the mad cow disease? Oh, they just like go insane.
It's when you eat your own species'
Prions, yeah.
brains.
Oh. I don't think there's the short-tailed shrew. The dwarf croc could fight it off. No,
short-tailed shrew.
I don't think there's many. I mean, there's probably somebody who's made something that just via its contributors could probably fight it off without even realizing, but no, yeah, I'd say the majority would not hold up well. Guys, Vex got that, I swear. But
Okay, I just looked it up. Apparently, prion diseases like mad cow disease can only affect mammals.
Oh.
So
Makes sense.
if you have like a pure reptile or pure amphibian hybrid, you'd be fine.
All right, guys, Vex will thug it out. Reiner might be okay. I mean, he has quite a bit of mammal in him, but he's still mostly Dysana more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how well Samson would hold up.
What was the question?
Do you think Samson would be able to survive mad cow disease?
Well, I don't really know how prions work. Is it just like any other pathogen, or are they kind of unique? Because his elevated body temperature, as well as one of his other the bat.
Yeah, which bat did you use? Which one again?
So prions
I just said
are
fruit bats
they're a
because it
type
was
of protein, and they cause issues because with the way that the proteins are shaped, they cause issues in mammalian nervous systems specifically. So it causes brain damage just in mammals.
okay.
So it's
Yeah,
not
maybe he
like a
would.
living thing necessarily. It's not like a virus or a bacteria, which is why you eat it or you contract it by eating the brains of things that have that type of protein, and it goes into your system and destroys your own brain.
It's rough.
That'd be interesting for a hybrid. Like I think we've talked about it here and there. It's like if you made a hybrid that could somehow give another hybrid disease, like that'd be like the one that's like the most aggressive one we've talked about is like if you make a hybrid that somehow could give contagious like bone cancer. Like
Dude.
something like that would be insane. I feel like you have to stretch the realism boundary there quite a bit though.
Yeah, especially if you're going to have the fight last long enough that giving somebody bone cancer
Oh yeah,
would actually matter.
you'll probably die, but you can at least go out. Your hybrid can go out laughing, knowing like yeah, you're not gonna make it like a month.
Basically, the Godzilla versus Hulk death battle all over again.
Don't bring up that fight. I literally have this one meme I have saved. It's like hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. Hold on. Okay, now for whatever reason, let me Discord. Yeah. You're here. You are a pretty big you know, fan of Marvel. What were your thoughts on that?
Um, I thought it was an interesting concept that they explored with the structure of how the battle was. I think they really shafted Godzilla pretty badly. They barely even talked about a bunch of the strongest versions, and I think them not using the most recent Marvel Godzilla was a huge cop out.
Yeah. Nope. Is he going again? Wait for him to get back. In the meantime, Epic with 5. Evil.
Current Hulk anyway.
Hmm?
Oh, is internet having problems again?
Yeah, you cut out for there for a sec. What's up?
Okay, what was the last thing you heard?
I just heard not using Marvel Goji.
Oh yeah, not using God Butcherzilla, the one that
Yeah.
fought Allfather Thor. That was a missed opportunity. I do think that current Hulk does scale higher than the vast majority of Godzilla versions.
Oh,
so
100%,
that's
yeah.
something to consider. With potential exception of Godzilla in Hell, which I think is actually a little bit overhyped.
Yeah. No, I made a video on like the top ones. For me, it'd probably be the Magic the Gathering and Battle Spirits ones, because in terms of power scaling, just like Battle Spirits alone, there is. I'm just gonna keep this short and simple. In Battle Spirits, one of the strongest cards is this book, right? It governs over everything. Whatever you can think of, it governs over it. Concepts, a multitude of multiverses, infinite planes of dimensionality, right? It is like the book. Anything you can think of, concepts, ideas, everything. It governs it and can manipulate it as much as it wants. Godzilla can one-shot that book in the game. He can just, in a single attack, destroy it.
Wild.
Guy hates books.
He doesn't. He's not a big reader. He does not like reading.
He can't read.
It's a lot of words. Too bad I ain't reading them.
Why do you think my Godzilla has glasses, bro? Like he's trying his best.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like there's also a lot of abilities that kind of skimmed over. Like with like an actual composite, right? Hanna-Barbera, that version of Godzilla, his laser eyes destroy radiation, and given Godzilla has multiple times destroyed stuff like of infinite power and energy, the laser eyes could just get rid of the power, and then just using Snow Godzilla, he could literally just teleport him to Cthulhu and call it a day. Like it wouldn't kill Bruce Banner, just leave him eternally mentally broken, and then wipe your hands off and walk off.
They really did not do a good job of representing composite Goji. Like
it was really just Ultima. That's really who the competitor was.
Just Ultima, which is not the strongest version of Godzilla by a long shot, and they treated it like it was.
Yeah, especially because of headcanon. They're like, well, in the end credit scene, we see there's references. Like that's not, huh? Yeah, it was still an awesome video. I've seen a lot. A lot
I
of
enjoyed
like, Hulk fans are like, oh, you're just mad. It's like, no, I thought it was an amazing video. It was a fun watch. It's just wrong.
Yeah.
I think cheeseburgers go well with fries.
Cheeseburgers do go well with fries.
That's why we have them.
Here, Vividen, I put in the chat for the VC an image while you look at that. Epic with a 5. Evil, I'd put my stick hybrid in the hottest day near a barn with cows. Calling hybrid onto... I'm having a stroke reading this. What? Skunk Wolverine? Huh?
Oh, what?
Oh.
Huh? Is it my time to go? What's going on? Hold on.
I'd put my stink hybrid the hottest day near a barn with cows calling hybrid Auntie the lesser anteater, skunk, Wolverine, and mink. Enjoy stink.
I can't see this comment.
I think he got the cow disease like as he started typing it. His brain just started getting eaten. Yes.
That's his stinky boy.
I put my stink hybrid the hottest day near a barn with cows calling hybrid Auntie the lesser anteater, skunk. Huh?
He's good, bro. He's good. No, you guys understand?
That's the Stinkmeister hybrid, dude.
You guys don't get it? You guys don't understand?
Gosh,
you guys are old, bro.
That's clearly plain English, right?
You accidentally invoked Cthulhu when you mentioned him a few seconds ago, and this is all of us descending into madness.
Yeah.
It's actually a perfectly normal comment.
Oh, also off topic. I didn't ping my server about this yet. But really random. I'm not sure. I don't think it's like a crossover as in like a story, but it's like art for whatever reason. but there was like some sort of crossover cooking up between How to Train Your Dragon and Naruto. It's a sick image. I can't even hate. It's such a cool picture.
Big frog.
Big frog.
Makes you realize how frog coated Toothless is.
Yeah, it's kind of like a frog cat, at least the way he acts. For whatever reason, though, his wings look very bat-like in this image, though, and it's kind of disturbing.
Instead of it's basically just an axolotl with wings.
Yeah.
Big fingers.
Let's see.
That's
More
so cool.
questions. Me and Vividen have to move on before we just talk about Godzilla and Hulk the entire stream. We'll talk about that in a little bit for sure, though. And Madly, you just go, yeah. Yes, I agree.
French toast, waffles, or pancakes?
Pancakes, easily, no diff.
I'll go waffles.
I think I'm gonna go with waffles as well.
Ooh, that's democracy for you.
I got the unks on my team, bro.
Yeah, my wife loves French toast, but I've never really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've never.
See,
liked
I
French
like
toast.
French toast, but I don't like to compare it to pancakes and waffles because they're not really in the same
They're
category.
different types of food.
Yeah. Here's my take. Chocolate waffles are better than chocolate pancakes, but blueberry pancakes are better than blueberry waffles.
I would agree with that.
I just like pancakes in general, regardless.
Pancakes are great.
Pancakes
I
are
don't
awesome.
have anything against pancakes. They're super good.
For me,
Pancakes are good.
I just think they're more convenient because, like, let's say you're trying to spread butter, right, on one of them. The pancake just goes on it smoothly. The waffle gets stuck in between the little squares, and then you have to cut the squares. And it's like, I'm not gonna cut on the line. I'm not in 4th grade. I'm gonna cut my pancake how I want to cut my pancake.
Go off.
Okay. But what
don't
if
like
what if you
waffles.
are in 4th grade?
Waffles are fine. The pancakes are better. I feel like I'm insanely. Hold on. Let me like make sure everything is. There we go. Okay. Yeah, saying they can relate to it. Yeah. It's. Yeah. Biblical Leviathan versus Monster vs. Godzilla.
What?
What?
I feel like that's a little hard to interpret.
Yeah.
Because you have like the 21st century presentism, syncretism interpretation of what a biblical Leviathan is in Protestant tradition, but then you also have the Hebrew understanding of how the biblical Leviathan represents tohu wabohu, which was the Hebrew term for the pre-creation chaos, the waters of creation that were organized to create the universe. So, which one are you talking about?
Either way, I'm gonna
That
go
was
with the
beautiful.
Leviathan.
I'm gonna pick anything in the Bible over anything
Yeah.
people make in real life.
Yeah. If you ask me like a single panel of wood from Noah's Ark versus, Void, I'm like, I haven't seen Void Ghidorah carry all the animals. I'm just saying. I haven't seen that. It didn't happen in the film. Chicken, beef, or pork? Chicken.
I've never seen him float. I don't
Beef.
know if he could do this.
I haven't seen him swim. I haven't seen it. Vividen, what prehistoric discovery have you seen recently that has been the most surprising / interesting? Ooh.
I'm gonna go with the giant, freaking huge Zhusheng Tyrannus. My video about that actually just came out this morning. So basically, for those of you who don't know, Zhusheng Tyrannus is a Chinese tyrannosaur, pretty closely related to T-Rex. For a long time, we thought it was about like African elephant size, like in the 4 to 5 ton range. And we just found a bunch of new material that's like massive. The biggest one is it's a dorsal vertebra that's part of the spine, and it's like the same size as some of the biggest T-Rex specimens with the same bone. So
How many
Zhusheng
tons? You say
Tyrannus
like 6 to 7?
6 to 7 for several of the specimens. The dorsal vertebra scales to something that could be anywhere from 9 to like 11 metric tons. It was absolutely gigantic.
That's awesome.
Super cool. Yeah. So
Sorry.
I'm all about big theropods. That made me really excited and happy.
No, that's sick. Sorry, I'm not laughing at that. Just everyone's saying 6, 7 now. Vividen, do you know the whole 6, 7 stuff or no?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, it's just a stupid Gen Z thing. Um, yeah.
That's past my
No, it's not a Gen Z thing because we're all Gen Z in here. I don't think either of us know what the hell it means.
Oh.
I just was surprised that you guessed correctly because
Oh
some
no,
of the new
yeah, no,
specimens
you said
actually did scale to 6 to 7 tons. I was like, oh wow, you're on top of it. You know exactly what I was talking about.
you said massive, then I was like, oh no. And then I was like, I'm gonna add to this.
Nah,
Oh
nah.
wait, is that the haircut thing?
Massive is the haircut thing, and then 6'7" is just this random thing that just came out of nowhere, yeah.
What the flip?
Yeah, it's
I'm
it's a
so out of touch with these kinds of things.
it's a thing. No, don't worry about it. Digimon versus Pokemon. I'm gonna go Pokemon
Yeah, Arceus outscales pretty brutally.
because my goat Onyx, Grovyle, and Hydreigon. Those are my 3 Pokies. That
I'm gonna
what?
say Digimon because
Oh wait, are we talking about like
guns on its shoulders?
Are we talking about like which universe would win a fight or like which one we like?
I have
more?
no clue. He just
Okay,
said versus.
Okay, I like Pokemon more. I also think that Pokemon does outscale from like a power scaling perspective. I don't know. I just grew up with Pokemon. I do like Digimon though. It has a bunch of awesome stuff.
In a since you're a scaler, in an upcoming video, I'm doing the Upper Moons from Demon Slayer.
Oh, sick.
Versus
Okay.
versus the Saja boys from K-pop Demon Hunter. I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna tell you I got a whole bunch of fellow power scalers, even Overseer, because he used to do that too. I'm gonna tell you where they scale at like a mid-range. Like, I'm gonna mute myself.
For Saja boys?
For the Saja boys, yeah.
Where are you getting that Dura from, bro? What?
I'll explain after stream.
Okay, Okay, confession time. I actually have an account on Versus Battles Wiki, and I'm pretty heavily involved in the Marvel and Lord of the Rings communities there, as well. And I was reading over all the Huntrix and Saja Boy scaling stuff earlier today. So
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll explain it to you after stream. But we got multiple.
I'm very curious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So
Jarvis, cross-reference Vividen's email with power scaling wiki accounts.
The time to
you
find.
said,
I mean,
are
you can
big
just
Lord
look
of the
at
Rings
my
fan,
account
like the
too.
films and the Hobbit and whatnot?
Lord of the Rings is like my #1 thing, actually.
Want a fun fact?
I do.
I guarantee you didn't know this
fun
about Lord of the
facts.
Rings. The Lord of the Rings. What came first, Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit, in terms of like the film?
Hobbit.
Hobbit.
Which one was made?
Yeah, which one came out
movies?
first? Yeah.
Lord of the Rings movies came out first.
Okay.
The book Hobbit came out first.
And they came out when, like the early or like very very late 90s and early 2000s. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Hobbit came out 2012 to 2014.
Whichever one came first. I think you said Lord. They exist because of the failure of 1998 Godzilla. Whoever the
because of New Line getting frustrated with the
whoever the director was, he had planned on making a kaiju film, and he's like, "Dang, this tanked." And then he's like, "All right, I'm not gonna make a kaiju film," and picked up Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he actually started on Kong. He started on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But then Godzilla 98 flopped, and so New Line was like, "How about we pivot to something else?"
Yeah. So, if you guys ever, need it, if anybody is ever gonna be like a big photo of all the big monsters of Lord of the Rings, just make sure like Zilla's ghost is like seen in the background.
Yeah.
He got shot down so the other ones could fly, Hana. So I'll need to watch K-pop. Do you know how? Yeah. Have you seen it, Vividen?
Oh, I've seen it multiple times.
Awesome.
It's
Madly, have you?
fantastic.
Fantastic.
No, not interested.
Say that again.
Here's the thing.
My cousin.
Not interested.
Your cousin wants you to watch K-pop Demon Hunter. You should listen to your cousin.
It's a great movie.
It's awesome.
Your cousin's a fool.
It's really good.
Don't listen to Madly. People don't like K-pop Demon Hunters because the main characters are baddies. Yeah, if you're like 12, sure. No, it's just a good script, amazing animation. Songs are incredible. They're
Yeah,
fantastic.
some of the holy crap, the music is flipping amazing.
Also, everybody loves Bobby.
Bobby's great.
My headcanon is that if Bobby ever figured out like how Celine raised Rumi, Celine would be gone the next day.
Dude, you
Bobby
would take her
play.
down.
Bobby would not play.
No, he would not.
Celine would be missing.
Don't mess with Bobby, man.
We love Bobby. Good guy. What dinosaur is Gorosaurus? I mean, we know he's a dinosaur because in the in extra material for Destroy All Monsters, we know that the part of Monster Island he lives on is called Dinosaur Island, but I don't think it's ever outright said. I imagine it's probably just a T-Rex, right? Given how T-Rex were depicted back then, I think it's just meant to be like a giant version of a T-Rex. But I don't believe there is a definitive answer for what Gorosaurus is specifically. Kind of like how Godzilla was a dinosaur that just got big. Same thing with Gorosaurus, I'd assume. So, but is there any dinosaur that looks like why can't I talk? Tyrannosaur of some sort that has a spike on the end of its tail? Because that's really the only
so like
thing
a
that makes him...
tyrannosaur with a spike tail.
Yeah, because Goro he's literally just a T-Rex with like a big spike at the end of his tail.
I'm not aware of any theropods that have tail weaponry. I know there are plenty of dinosaurs that do, but they're all herbivores that I can think of off the top of my head.
Bobby's 3% pay goes crazy. Bobby's making bank with 3%, bro. You see how big those crowds are? They each concert's easily making like a couple $1 million. Like Bobby's getting paid, bro. Bobby's getting paid. You don't gotta worry about him. Bobby. That was the idea, that clip, whatever that podcast is. Male Muto versus 2 Ramarax. Male Muto, easily. Yeah, not even close.
It's such a mismatch.
Yeah, people ask me a lot of questions sometimes. It's like, to me, I'm like, that's so obvious, but I'm like, I gotta be nice. So people ask me sometimes, like, the man in the suit versus Godzilla Earth. I've gotten that a couple of times. I'm like, you mean the guy who can like disintegrate a wall versus the guy who can blow up a black hole? Obviously, the man in the suit. Obviously, like, what? Yeah, sometimes I get funny questions. Will Reiner be down for a challenge? I mean, if you want to challenge him, go for it. I'm not gonna, make any response thing besides the bugs. The bugs. Reiner likes his bugs. I appreciate all the bug entries so far. Besides Madley's. No, I'm playing.
Shut up, dude! I worked hard on that. Shut up.
Super shit, Lois. You know that one specifically irritates me. Superman must peak. Just off topic, but Primitive War.
I liked it. It's probably my favorite version of Superman.
Oh
honestly.
yeah, easily.
I still gotta go see it.
Peak. It's yeah. Did Madley make?
I've always liked James Gunn's humor. His directing style just clicks with my brains.
He does superheroes perfectly.
He does.
Did Madley make a mammal bug? Did you make a mammal bug?
I did not make a mammal bug.
Just a bug. Just a bug. You haven't watched the Reiner video yet? Bro, Smipner. Bro, you are the first guy that challenged Hank. You got to go watch the Reiner video, bro. Come on now.
Primitive War was good. I went on Twitter, and there was a bunch of people yapping about how, I don't know, I guess like people on Reddit who enjoy Primitive War are like toxic or something. That's really all I saw people using to justify how bad it was.
Wow, and people on Reddit suck.
Yeah, I was like, why can't I just enjoy a movie without some Karen screaming in my ear about how bad it is because of XYZ?
Did the director retweet your post?
The director of Primitive War retweeted me. Yeah, it was pretty.
That's hilarious. This is why we like indie studios.
Exactly. And then I had some guy on my server like throw a absolute tantrum over me daring to say that I enjoyed Primitive War.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's fine. I have some hot takes that everybody gets yelled at for their movie opinions. I like this. Nope, you're wrong. You're wrong. How dare you?
No, here's a list of 4 reasons why you're wrong.
You're stinky. You're smelly. Uh, job.
Durian fruit skunk hybrid.
Yeah, didn't watch it before yet. I have not. No, I keep meaning to, and then I just like keep like forgetting.
I haven't.
What's your opinion?
It's not playing in any theaters near
What's
where I
all
live.
of yours opinions on a scenario of Speckles and Tarbosaurus surviving in Peter Jackson's Skull Island? I don't know what Speckles is, but a Tarbosaurus on Peter Jackson's Skull Island. I mean, it do okay, okay, but it's not taking on a V-Rex or anything. What's up?
Speckles is actually kind of a beast. Like,
Oh.
unironically, he probably upscales like all of the Jurassic Park and V-Rex stuff. He's just like
I don't know who Speckles is.
He's from this like random Korean movie from like 10 years ago about this Tarbosaurus whose family gets murdered by like this mutated T-Rex.
As one does, yeah. Nope.
As one does. I've only seen the first one, but he can like throw giant boulders and like is totally unharmed by getting hit by that. So he'd probably be just fine on Skull Island.
I gotta know your thoughts on this one. What are your thoughts on the Disney Carnotaurus? I think it's insanely overrated. Just doesn't have feet to back it up.
It's so cool.
Oh, it's sick. Yeah. I assume you know green turret, right?
I do. I love green turret.
Radley knows. Radley, here's a sticker. Good job.
Well,
I don't know if he's still in chat.
No, it's his birthday. He's out for dinner with the fam.
But he donated to get a Rexy versus Disney Carnotaurus video. And we had Dangerville, Go-To Center, and Slick all in that one video. And people were like, but Carnotaurus are so much larger. It's like, yes, because size matters in a fictional scenario. That makes sense. Yeah, but no, I had Rexy. It's kind of tough for Disney Carnage because it's one film and it has like 7 feats, while Rexy has the bajillion movies and novels and yada yada yada.
Yeah, it's hard with the Carno too because like it survives an entire cave collapsing on it with no injuries, and then it also dies to falling off of like a 50-foot cliff.
Yeah, the weird thing is like, okay, one of them died from the collapse, and the other one survived, but it was like at the very edge of the collapse. It only had like a couple boulders. It wasn't like like the epicenter. So it's like,
Characters are only as strong as the producers need them to be.
Who wins, Hank or Samson? If we're talking Hank with his fictional powers, yeah, Samson's dead, bro. He's punching tugboat and just right into the side.
No.
Samson has PhD.
No, Samson has the power of God.
And anime on my side.
True. Samson's favorite anime is Berserk.
Hank's favorite anime is Mob Psycho 100.
Cringe. Never heard of it. Cringe.
Watch yourself.
Never heard of it.
Mob Psycho beats Berserk. Cope. Ooh,
no.
Voice crack, yikes. Cope. There we go. How old is Vividen? Like 40,000 years old. Something like that. Am I close? Ballpark? Cold? Warm?
Yeah, right.
Close enough. He was there. He was there in the dinosaurs with them. The profile pictures, that's like an image he took with his phone.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Wasn't OG Hank so ridiculous that he split the fabric of space and time? Oh yeah, no, he kind of did a little bit. Yeah, the whole joke. I made like a YouTube short, like explaining the hybrid war lore, and I was like, after Hank's attempt, right? It's like he was so berserk that he, ruptured the multiverse, and like that's where like everybody else's hybrids came into play, right? So like because of like his attempt, it like other universes, you had universe, I think it was like universe 60, which was Samson. There was another universe where Hank won, and then Smipner Industries tried to take him on. Yeah, so yeah, I guess in lore, yeah, Hank did kind of cause a multiversal, fluctuation. Hank solos Goku, he might, bro. He might. Cause dinosaur. You started the hybrid war. We plan to finish it. I don't think I'll ever have an end. People just gonna keep making animals. Hank Stink transcends time and space. Yes. You're strong. Anyways, do either of you have? Because I know, like, whenever I'm live, like, there's always like questions like I love getting asked. Like, I love talking about real steel, for example. But like, do you guys have any like dinosaur or paleontology thing you guys like wish you got asked more to just like nerd out about for a little bit?
Not me. I'm not really like my channel typically revolves around dinosaur stuff, but I'm not really caught up on paleontology like Vividen would be.
I don't know. That's kind of a hard question to answer for me because it's less of a I wish people asked me more about this thing and more of a hey, I really want to talk about this thing. I'm going to make a video on it.
Hmm.
So like I ask myself the questions that I want answered,
That's true.
and then I sometimes listen to video ideas on occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a bunch of video ideas. I just don't have the time or means to do it all.
But yeah, Real Steel is a great movie.
Oh, it is. I'm waiting for a sequel, bro. I still have hope. I still have hope.
So Hugh Jackman
coming,
isn't he's not that old.
He's not, bro. Get him going. Have the kid take over.
Yeah, how old is the kid? You
Yeah,
could probably do it.
if he came back for Wolverine, I
Is
mean,
that
he
the
could come
same
back for
kid
this
that played young Anakin? Didn't he go to jail?
for
It's
like drunk
Nah,
driving or
different
something.
kid.
Real Steel. No, different one. Like Real Steel. I don't know. He's like a grown man now, so it had to take place quite a bit in the future. But I could talk about
Yeah.
Real Steel for hours, bro. I love Real Steel. It's
It's a
a
good movie.
phenomenal movie. Also, hold on. If to anybody in chat who's like a big Real Steel nerd, what's your favorite robot in Real Steel? Mine is Six Shooter from the game, the cowboy one. I think he appears very briefly in the film, but let us know. Let's see. Oh, hold on.
Noisy
Wall.
Boy looks cool.
Noisy Boy is cool. He's up there for sure. The Japanese one. And then Hugh Jackman got him killed. Thank you,
Pity.
Wolverine. Noisy
Going
Boy
robots.
Zeus. Good pick.
Dude, Zeus was actually awesome.
Yeah, Zeus, bro. Zeus is insane. I remember seeing the debate a while ago. It's like a gorilla versus Zeus. I'm like, huh?
How was that? What?
Talking about Zeus, the guy that, compressed another robot's head that was made of solid gold. That one? Yeah. The one that weighs like 4 or 5 tons? Yeah. Oh. Bro, obviously the gorilla's got that. No.
Hydraulic punch.
Dead. He's dead, bro. Actually, the kid who played the little kid in Real Steel is absolutely ripped. Now I saw, yeah. I looked him up a second ago. He is jacked. Hugh jacked, man. Have you heard of No. Touhou? No clue. No clue. I got a question for you guys. How many Lisovicias do you think it would take to beat a T-Rex? I'd say like 4. In a group, assuming they work coordinatedly.
I think we have to set the stage here.
Okay.
Okay, so if they're coordinated,
Mm-hmm.
are we leaving them at their regular levels of intelligence that they likely had? Are we giving them all like sapience? What are we doing?
They're
'Cause
normal intelligence, I'd
coordinate-
say, like as if they're
Okay,
fighting off, post-Sucus or something, like what they would know what to do.
Gotcha.
People are saying
okay.
6 or 7 in
Are
chat. Lovely.
they like bloodlusted? Or
Oh
are
yeah,
they gonna
like they're
have,
they're
like,
like they're
normal
ready to kill
behavior?
it. They're ready to die.
Okay,
Assume
it's
let's assume, their infant is on the line, right? They're like, yeah, they're ready to die if they need to. That's why I say roughly 4.
Okay. I'd probably bump the number up a little bit.
Mhm.
Actually, okay. I'm looking at Lisa Vicia right now just to make sure I've got the size correct in my head. I think it would probably actually take a lot, probably around a dozen. Just
What?
looking at where where their vulnerable body parts are, that's like right in perfect biting range.
How tall are they at
They're
the butt?
they're at the
They're like 10
butt.
feet.
They're like probably like 8 feet or so.
Mm. Guys, I'm not wanking Lisa Vici, I promise.
You
And
said
weight-wise,
what?
we're assuming like max weight, so around 8 tons, which is what the absolute max has been considered.
And
Big
just looking
guys.
at their weaponry, it would be kind of difficult for them to actually get critical hits in on areas that would do significant harm, just with the angle of their neck and with how their like tusk structures are shaped.
Mm.
Like they could, I think they could max out eventually. It would just take a long time, and they'd probably most of them would die.
Yeah, giant Lisa Vici pack. We've done that, Sam. Yeah. Have you played? Have you guys played Dinosaur Simulator on Roblox?
I
A
haven't
while ago,
actually.
yeah.
It's a blast. We make Lisa Vici packs all the time here. In fact, let's do that in the meantime while we keep talking. Let me just try and get a screenshot. But what is your all's favorite dinosaur? I feel like we haven't asked that yet. Like in terms of just normal dinosaur. Not
I've never
know.
been asked that question before.
I'm
Ever.
incredibly basic. T-Rex for me, it's always been T-Rex ever since I was little, and
W
that
pick.
just gets cemented more and more the more I learn about it. So I'm as boring as you can get, pretty much. But I've
Yeah, you're
recently
hype.
gained a huge appreciation for Megaraptorans. I just think they're incredibly cool and unique.
And Madly.
Allosaurus for me, just because of the Ballad of Big Al documentary that came out a while ago. Watched that growing up. It's always been my favorite.
Lisa Vici versus Nezu. Vivid, I don't know if you know who Nezu is, my crested gecko. Well, one's alive, one's extinct. I rest my case. GG's.
Cresties are adorable. They're incredible pets.
Yes, she's awesome.
Bearded dragons are better. Sorry.
Okay. And Nezu has the IQ of a walnut. They were thought to be extinct until like the 80s. Because like we just only had like fossils of them, and then we found them on one island. And I don't blame them for thinking they're extinct because they are, I mean, painfully dumb. Like you could put, you know, like a dubia roach in front of them, and they'll be like, huh, huh. Why is my screen blue?
Oh,
Why am I underwater? Am I underwater?
I
is
think
it a
you might
gaming
be
stream
Oh, I
now?
am. What
What are
the
we
heck?
doing?
The map's flooded. Yeah, I'm on Dash Sim, and I can't even swim. I'm just sinking.
Goji Guy's gecko versus Madly's bearded dragon. Dude, Goober would shred his gecko apart. I can't even front.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Goober would devour your little
Nuh-uh.
thing, your little creature.
Nuh-uh. Mm-mm. Not true.
I love
Actually,
them both.
you're
but I
wrong.
think oh,
Nope.
Let me bring up a peer-reviewed article that says you're wrong.
Nope. Mm-mm. Mojo, Watch Mojo actually said crested geckos are the strongest geckos, and Watch Mojo has never been wrong, ever.
Oh, well, because Watch Mojo said it, I guess I'll concede.
Yeah, come on now, buddy.
top 10 saddest bearded dragon deaths in anime.
I'm sad. Now Orbis Begun is
Opinions
never
on
coming
Oxalaya?
back.
I love Oxalaya. They're awesome. So whatever his Spino fans get really mad at me when I say I like Oxalaya. I love Oxalaya. He's cool. What do you guys think? You're the more fossil guys here.
I think Spinosaurids are stinky, filthy, disgusting animals, and you should be ashamed.
Vividen, thoughts? Wow.
I think he cut out.
Yeah.
Unless he's doing a bit, which would be funnier.
Oh, I wish I was doing a bit.
Okay.
That would have been funny. I was just saying that I wish that Oshalaya had more material than a little crispy end of a nose.
I was there. I was there with them. They existed. Is that not enough proof? Just take my word. Trustmebro.com.
That is enough proof, actually. That works for me.
It's a statement. It's a statement. A lot of power scalers just take statements and run with it. You know, it's true. It's true.
I like Suchomimus. That's my favorite Spinosaurid.
Suchomimus is actually awesome. So
Is Baryonyx a Spinosaur Day?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We
It's a
got two
British one.
Mesozoics. We gotta wait for my to spawn as T-Rex. We're gonna test the theory. With my little tail. I think their tails are a little bit longer than that, but
Love it.
Mesozoic. Yay! I love this guy. They're awesome sauce. Do you think I've asked Madly this, Vividen? Do you think there's any modern day predator that by itself, alone, no group, a individual singular predator that could take down Lisa Vicia in a one-on-one?
Oh shoot. Land predator, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Are we cheating and allowing for like venom?
Let's start with no, and then proceed to sure.
Start with no. Oh, I see some people commenting polar bear. I'm gonna say maybe on the polar bear, leaning towards no. It's just so massively outsized. Like
Yeah.
the
How much
size
polar bears
difference
weigh?
is
Like 1 ton, if even.
The world record polar bear was 1 ton. Most of them are like half that.
Yeah, versus 8 tons.
Yeah, Lithovicia is way bigger, and the beak and the tusks could do some pretty crazy damage. Plus, its skin and its skull is thick enough that it could probably just tank a bunch of the hits, like
Yeah.
ignoring the size difference even.
Barbarian lion.
I don't think that there is an extant land predator that would take it one-on-one against Lithovicia more often than not. I think there are some fringe cases that you could make for like, oh, what if you had like a tiger fight it 50 times and it would win a couple of those times?
Yeah, that's usually Madly's one.
Yeah.
A tiger.
Tigers are cracked.
Tigers are cracked. Yeah, so I would say not including venom, no. Including venom, yes, because then you could just like have a crazy snake bite it, and
Yeah.
if it can take out an elephant, it should be able to take out Lithovicia too. So
I think the problem with the polar bear thing is that like bears in general aren't really made to go after things that are bigger than them, whereas with tigers, that's like their entire niche.
that's kind of their thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think a tiger would have a much better chance than a bear.
Yeah, I still think it'd be difficult because Lisavice was around the size of like an Indian elephant, but
Yeah,
like
huge.
much wider.
Yeah, it's got that bulk. It's got the muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I've asked Madly here and there is but you know, he's a Spinosaurus hater. So, Mr. Vividen, do you think like in a swampy terrain, a fully grown Lithovicia versus fully grown Spino in a fight?
That's difficult because we're not actually sure if fully grown Spino, like we're not even sure what that is because we have some fragments that are very tentatively assigned to Spinosaurus but might not be and are pretty big. In a swampy environment, I'd probably give it to the Spinosaurus. I think it would have kind of a terrain advantage and a def advantage with its jaws. It has better reach. But Lithovicia would absolutely be able to put up a really good fight. It could do some serious damage just with sheer size.
I think it depends on what type of terrain they're in. Because if it's like really tight mangrove, I think Spinosaurus probably couldn't even turn around fully in terms of mobility.
Yeah, agility-wise, Lithovicia definitely has an advantage.
Lithovicia is more agile than Spino.
No, like legitimately, quadrupeds
Yes,
at
this is
similar masses
amazing.
are more agile. There's a lot of biomechanical studies that have come out about that.
Everybody, go spread the
Like,
word.
I'm not even kidding.
Go spread the word. Lithovicia, Solo's your favorite animal.
Yep, Solo's reverse.
Solo's your verse. Oh, is that Ruin King Thor? Too bad, Lithovicia. Done. GG's. Late
It's
work.
more agile. It's a quadruped.
More agile. Beak. Thor does have a beak. Boom.
Well, even Goji Center said that about quadrupeds in their Paleoloxodon versus T-Rex video, because elephants have 4 legs that can kind of use all 4 to push off of and turn quicker, whereas the T-Rex only got the 2.
Here's a tough
Yeah,
question.
it's just a physics thing.
Lithovicia versus blue-footed booby.
Ooh.
Lithovicia was real, outscales fiction.
Yeah, blue-footed boobies are not real.
They're not real.
That's
Are
that's
they,
propaganda.
are they up there with the fake moon landing? Just didn't happen. Not real.
They're getting there.
They're not real. Yeah, chat. Have you guys ever seen a blue-footed booby IRL? I haven't seen one.
I have. I have
you
actually.
No, you
Dude, he's one
madly
of them,
silence
dude.
him.
We can't trust him.
He made a water
As a
powered car.
representative of big Archosaur, I will say that I have seen them in the wild.
Big
Check 'em out.
Arcus.
Check 'em out.
I will not be
well,
silent.
As a agent for Big Synapsid, you're cooked, pal.
I'm doing the cooking.
Heard of the show? I had no idea. Lisa Solo's favorite animal? Yes, it does.
Does it solo itself though?
No, it would cause a singular point and the universe would explode.
It beats Hulk by creating too many singular points.
Mm-hmm.
I think Woolly Mammoth takes it so easy. Lisa's one weapon is its beak, and all that hair would get in the way.
No, I'm inclined to agree with that. But I think from a leverage perspective, the woolly mammoth just has such a height advantage.
Yeah.
Lisa Vici is a tank, but the damage that it can deal is not.
Do you think there are Lisa Vicias in heaven?
100%.
That'll be the first thing I run to besides J-Man himself.
Heaven, it's not heaven. If you go there and you don't find Decidedonts, you're not in the right place.
Yeah. It's like, I think we're missing something, sir.
If God knows that it's entirely necessary for Lisa Vicias to be in heaven for you to be happy in heaven, he'll give you Lisa Vicias.
I'll go give God a hug, and then like my family will be like, Ryan, welcome, move! And where is he?
Where is he?
Where is he?
Where is he?
Where's the big fat baby? Lisa Vicia! I'm like, I don't know who you are. It's like, I love
Heaven
you
was
guys.
made with Lisa Vicia in mind. You got that comment.
So much.
That's beautiful.
Where is he? Madly, the mammoth wins. What'd you say? Wins with mammoth?
Mammoth claps the Lisa Vicia.
Whoa, now.
Woolly Mammoth specifically, just because the hair would get in the way of the beak biting.
No.
Oh yeah, actually.
No. Not true. Lisa Vici versus Reiner. Spoiler. Reiner is mostly Lisa Vici, brother. Yeah, no, you haven't seen the video yet. Vividen, I got a lot of comments just saying like you just made a hippo with extra steps. I'm like, have you ever seen a hippo or anything resembling a hippo? Because I mean, sure, in size maybe, but nah. Lisa Vici deserves more love. It does. Triassic stuff in general deserves more love.
100% agree.
That's why we have the whole Poland thing planned. Very excited.
I think Middle Permian animals need some more love as well.
Yes.
People forget about the Middle Permian.
What was the first ever predator? Like with the really weird like mouth claw thing in the water.
Mouth claw?
It was like
Oh. It's
Are you
either
thinking about Anomalocaris or like Omnidens or
yeah, something like that.
Opopina, one of them.
yeah, because like Radiodonts and Lobopods were probably like the first big predators, if that's what they're asking. I don't think we know what the very first predator was. I'm sure.
Here it is. It's on stream.
Anomalocaris, yeah.
No, right here.
Adidas Predator.
The Adidas Predator. There we go. That was the first one floating around. They just sank on the floor. And yep. These guys are goated. I like these guys.
They're cool.
Somebody make a hybrid with this. Just make it like more durable. It'd be peak. But I think it's been a pretty successful. Where we got a Lisa Vicia ending shot, but I think we're probably gonna call it here in a minute. If you guys want to promote anything you guys have coming up for yourself.
I guess we can just talk about, or we can say the Kawashni trilogy is very close to done. I think either next weekend or the weekend after that, depending on how it goes. The first episode of the Kawashni trilogy will be out on Overseer's channel. So if you guys go sub to him and look out for that, that'd be great.
Aliens versus hybrids. Vivid, you have anything coming up?
Well, I've got Mosasaurs and Subnautica coming out in a couple weeks.
Awesome.
Oh,
That should be fun. I'm gonna do real life Mosasaurs, and then there'll be a bonus section with the Jurassic World Mosasaur. So
Cool.
keep an eye out.
Well, to any of my fans, in less than an hour, 40 minutes, the Ark's King Titan in the Monsterverse drops. So if you want to see how he would hold up, then make sure to catch that at 7 p.m. EST. But do you guys have any outro lines? Like, because I have like the keep collecting thing.
I'm the Vividen, and I'll see you next time. That's it. It's boring. I don't have anything cool.
And then there's Madly. All right, but thank you everybody for stopping by. Yeah, Vivid, and I'll explain to you the Saja Boy stuff here in a moment. But hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody who donated, everybody stopped by with all the fun questions, and we'll have to get Overseer here eventually. But you know, it's kind of tough to do with the whole Australian time zone. But we'll get it. We'll get it someday. We'll get it someday. But one of you guys say an outro thing, and then I'm in stream.